A new game has surfaced, going by the name of Sad Satan. It causes long-term side effects such as
June 25th, 2015. YouTube channel going by the name of Obscure Horror Corner, run by an Irish YouTuber known as Jamie, uploaded a series of 5 gameplay videos showcasing a mysterious horror game. The game mostly consists of the player walking around in a nonsensical world while scary music and disturbing visuals pop up on the screen. The images appear to be normal at first. For example, an image of Jimmy Savile and Margaret Thatcher holding up signs for the NSPCC is shown on screen. NSPCC stands for the National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children. What makes this image very dark, however, is the fact that Jimmy Savile exposed to have his children. The game also had a lot of subliminal messaging, pictures of gore, and mugshots of serial killers. This is made all the more disturbing when we find out that Jamie, the original uploader, got this game from the dark web. People started suspecting that the images shown in the game could be real-life crimes committed by the creator of the game. To further explore this theory, people started looking for the origin of the game, but that revealed that the origin might not exist anymore, making this game one of the darkest pieces of lost media on the internet. Sad Satan was developed using the Terror engine, a now defunct indie horror toolkit built on Unity. In the early 2010s, Terror engine was popular amongst aspiring developers for one reason. It required zero programming knowledge. Anyone could drag and drop their way into making a horror game, and in this case, someone used it to build one of the most infamous games on the internet. At its core, Sad Satan is extremely minimal. You walk through narrow, monochromatic corridors. There's no combat, no puzzles, and no clear objective. Just walking and waiting. The game periodically flashes random, unexplained images. Photographs of political figures, convicted criminals, and even historical propaganda. Who's this guy? I don't know. Do you guys know who that is? Some frames last only a fraction of a second, while others last minutes, not letting the player skip past them. The soundtrack loops distorted audio, reversed songs, radio fuzz, and chilling voice recordings, sometimes edited. Sad Satan doesn't tell a story. There's no lore, there's no text, no dialogue, but that's exactly what makes it so unnerving. It feels like something you're not supposed to be seeing. Eventually, a pale, silent child begins to appear. Okay. At first, distant, then closer, then following you, slowly. There's no way to stop it, no way to escape, and once she reaches you, the screen cuts to black. Despite its simplicity, Sad Satan left a lasting impression. Even creators known for digging into the internet's darkest corners found it disturbing. Muraha from Some Ordinary Gamers famously quit midway through his playthrough, saying it was just too unsettling to continue.
I think we're at the end of our playthrough. For the first time, I'm not leaving any download link for this. This game contains content that should not be allowed, and it is felonious in nature, snuff pornography, and I'm not linking anything to it. I advise you to stay far away from this game. Let this playthrough serve as a deterrent to the content prescribed in this game. I played a lot of weird shit. This game was interesting. You know, it's got atmosphere to it.
Sad Satan doesn't rely on jump scares. It builds a slow, suffocating sense of dread, one that sticks with you long after the screen goes dark. But what could have made Muraha react like this? July 1st, 2015. Jamie did an interview with Kotaku. Jamie explained where the game supposedly came from. He claimed that he received a download link through the deep web, sent by a mysterious subscriber using the alias ZK. This link, he said, led to a hidden Tor site where the game could be found. But the .onion link that Jamie provided turned out to be fake. For those of you who don't know, .onion links are used to serve the dark web, the part of the internet that can only be reached using the Tor browser. And these links have a very strict system. They can't have any 9s in them. And Jamie's link just so happened to have a 9, meaning that the link never could have worked at all. Was this whole deep web origin story just a fabrication? As the internet began dissecting the story, Jamie added even more fuel to the fire. In an early tweet posted around the same time that the videos were gaining traction, he explicitly stated that Sad Satan contained no gore or illegal content. He claimed the game simply created a disturbing atmosphere and left things to the imagination. But not long after, he reversed that statement. In a follow-up conversation with Kotaku, Jamie now claimed that the original build of the game did contain graphic violence and child sexual abuse imagery. According to him, he had edited these elements out of the videos shown on his channel, and deliberately gave out a fake link to prevent people from finding the real one. This contradiction raised a lot of doubts. Was Jamie trying to protect his audience, cover his tracks? Or was this just part of some kind of creepypasta hoax? Whatever the truth was, Jamie would never clarify. Sad Satan was the last game he covered. After that, he vanished from the internet, leaving behind only questions, speculation, and a trail of disturbing imagery. People assumed that this would be the end of it, but on July 7th, 2015, a post appeared on 4chan's X board, the paranormal section. The user claimed to be ZK, the same anonymous figure that Jamie had credited as the source of the original Sad Satan. The post contained a download link. Unlike Jamie's earlier broken link, this one worked. The file that users downloaded was disturbing. The gameplay was almost identical to what had been shown in Obscure Horror Corner's YouTube videos. Same corridors, same sound designs, but the content was far more explicit. This version contained graphic images, including real-world gore, and what some reported as child sexual abuse material. It also behaved suspiciously on systems, triggering malware alerts or file corruption. The community scrambled. Reddit users on r/SadSatan decompiled the game, stripped out the illegal content, and released a clean version. But the emergence of this so-called real Sad Satan raised new and unsettling questions. Reddit users decided to take a look at the game's files, and inside those files, buried in the data, users found a reference to the original file path where the game was saved, and it was under a user named Jamie. The first person who uploaded this to Obscure Horror Corner. Why would he appear in the files if he had nothing to do with creating the game, let alone finding it? This led people to suspect that ZK and Jamie are the same person, and that Jamie made up this ZK persona to distance himself from the illegal content that he was distributing. For years, theories swirled around the internet. Was Sad Satan just an ARG that got taken way too far? Or maybe it was used to bait something way worse? Or was it just an internet stunt to gain virality? The mystery of ZK, who leaked the real game, remains at the center of it all. But in 2021, internet sleuths discovered another disturbing lead. A man named Gary Graves, an American arrested in connection with child exploitation materials, was found to have used the online alias as ScareBearZK. The ZK at the end of the name raised immediate red flags, especially because ScareBearZK had once uploaded a version of Sad Satan, one that closely resembled the controversial 4chan build. Some researchers traced online footprints suggesting that Graves had distributed a modified version of the game, possibly the same one that was accused of containing illegal content. That's when things just got more creepy. Suddenly, this wasn't just a spooky indie horror game. It was whether the entire viral moment had been engineered by someone with a much darker motive. Someone potentially using the game as a vector to distribute illicit material under the cover of internet folklore. To some, this confirmed that ZK was never Jamie, that Obscure Horror Corner was just a curious YouTuber who got tangled into something bigger. But others weren't so sure. Why was Jamie's name in the files? Why did he go silent the moment things got suspicious? Nobody really knows. The deeper people dug, the more tangled the whole story became. And after years, Obscure Horror Corner never returned. The subreddit died. The mystery faded. But to this day, no one really knows who made Sad Satan. What was it for? And why was it shared? Some files you don't open. Some games you don't play. Stay safe, stay curious, and never stop asking questions.